Welcome back to Punta Cana, all you can see. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking the bus and we are going on a little excursion visiting our province capital of La Altagracia, Higuey. There are a couple of buses going to Higuey from Bavaro and we are taking the one leaving from Machi Plan, but also you can choose the one here from Sitrahima. We've been here many times taking the bus and a lot of people take the bus from here going as well to Higuey. You just hop on the bus and then you pay inside. At one point the cobrador will come and ask you for money. Even if you don't know how much it is, you can ask, or you just give him money and he gives you back the change. We paid, I think, 175 pesos per person. Normally there is a bus stop, a parada, where you get on the bus. And not so much in Machi Plan. In Machi Plan, you just know that the bus is going there. But like Sitrahima, and there is an end point. But in between, people just stand at the side of the road and wave the bus, letting them know that they want to go on. And the bus stops. If this is a route where a lot of buses go, they tell them where they are going. And then the person gets on or waits for the bus that they want to take. Very easy system, and it works all the time. We're coming through La Otra Banda. La Otra Banda is a little city just before Higuey, and they're famous for having their sausages and their meat just hanging outside of their shops. So when you drive through, look around. Here we are already in Higuey. Tell the driver or the cobrador where you want to get off. Normally, if you're coming here at a little tourist route, you want to get off at the Basilica. Both buses, the one from Sitrahima and the one from Sitrahima, pass by the Basilica. There you can see it through the window. You cannot miss it. Look out, and they also tell you, if you say Basilica, they drop you off here. The Basilica has multiple entrances, and when you come with the bus, you're passing by one, and this is the one we're taking. We just walk back a little bit, and then here we are. When you visit Higuey, the cathedral is a must visit. La Basilica de la Altagracia, de Nuestra Señora de la Altagracia. And I just learned, Googling, of course, that the name Higuey is actually from the Taino people. And it means the place where the sun is rising. Isn't that romantic? Walking out of the Basilica and going straight, you come to our juristiction area, you could say. It's all official from the government. Over there you can pay taxes. Over there you have to go to court. Instituto Postal Dominicano, Correo. If you want to send a letter or a package or only a postcard, this is where you go. Just following the road down, you pass by Parque Central, and it's worth a little visit. It's just a little tiny parque, and at the end there is a little church. Construction on this church began at 1569 and were finished in 1573. Just recently renovated, she's a little gem waiting for you to pay her a visit. Not quite until the 15th century, but you feel a little bit back in time when you walk out and walk down the road. Coconut sellers, fruit sellers, little shoe shine boys. And we find the saddler just by walking by his open doors. And we entered and found out he's not only making saddles out of leather, but also belts. And as you can see, Jürgen decided to buy one. They're really unique, they're handmade. He needed another hole and yeah, just in seconds he made it. Everybody happy here. The guy for selling the belt and Jürgen for getting such a unique piece of memory here from the Dominican Republic for a reasonable price. Leaving the saddler, we went in a local colmado to have a little drink here, a little break on our walk down to the market. And let me show you on the animated map that we didn't really walk so far. We left the Basilika and then went straight down the road. We stopped at the Parque Central to visit the church. Here we met the saddler having something to drink. And we will make a turn to come to the market. And that's the next place that we are going to visit. We are visiting the market, the local market here in Higuey. Obst und Gemüse. Also meat. So one is for sure, a lot of pigs have died today. ¿Cómo tiene el aguacate? Dame dos, una para hoy, una para mañana. Gracias. The local market is fascinating. You can buy fresh fish, you have the herbs, you have the fruits, you have the vegetables, and you've seen also the fresh meat that they sell here. For sure it's not for everybody, but if you have a chance, I really recommend you to go to Higuey and visit the local market. It is very interesting. The obvious reason why we never worry about the weather, yes, it will rain and yes, it will stop. The little buses with the open doors are usually carro públicos. The doors open so everybody can step inside and out very quickly. And they're just going here locally, very, very locally, and not too fast. Sometimes they go fast too. Nothing you can't buy and no place that's not used at a little market. And this guy here has a little speaker on top telling everybody that he has the best prices, he is the cheapest, and that you should buy with him. Okay, over here is a bus stop from Sitrahima. If you're taking this bus back home, you can take one to Verón, but you can also take one to Punta Cana, Bavaro, You ask just the driver. You go like, if you want to go to Bavaro, you ask Bavaro, Bavaro, and they tell you which one to take. Over there is Sitrahima. One bus just left. I hope that wasn't ours. And we'll try to cross the road without getting killed. Yeah, pedestrians are not the number one in this country, as our beloved friend Mark used to say. Amo contigo! Machi Plan! And there is our bus. It even has a little sign saying that it goes to Machi Plan, Arena Gorda. This is where the car is waiting for us. And we're just hopping in. They have kind of a schedule. So we were waiting like 10 minutes. More people were coming onto the bus before it left the station. It's also common when you take the bus to take even larger packages. You see there on the passenger seat there is a big bag of empty plastic bottles, and there was another huge bag with used clothes for a second-hand shop, and they are just transported the same. When you take the bus, you take it with you. We're leaving Higuey, and I say goodbye here from Punta Cana. All you can see. I hope that you liked our little private tour here to the capital of La Altagracia, our province, and that maybe someone is taking the courage out of this video to go and visit the city by themselves. If you're not comfortable, take a guide, take a tour. Everything is possible here in the beautiful Dominican Republic.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata.